All right, we have 9 o'clock. Go ahead and call this meeting to order. Tuesday, August 5th, 2025, Shelby County Board of Supervisors. Do we have any conflict of interest?
None.
Okay, we need to approve the agenda. We have one correction. Item number 5, the pipeline liaison will not be here, so we'll scratch that.
Motion to approve agenda.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, approve the minutes from July 15th. Any changes, Taryn?
Seems like neon go.
Yeah, it
That's
does.
good to me. I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
The claims, you guys have a chance to look those over?
Yep.
Looked through them and didn't see anything, so I'll motion to approve the claims.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Chris Frederickson, up to the hot seat.
That's a hot, I didn't say ejection seating, right?
No, that's good.
Good morning.
Morning.
Well, I've got a little bit to talk about this morning. First thing, I have a copy of this proposed 2080 agreement with Westphalia. Each one of you. I sent it out prior. What this is, the city of Westphalia and Shelby County share about 1/4 of a mile of roadway where Shelby County has the east half of the right-of-way and the city of Westphalia has the west half. So what we did is we just put it into writing, just to keep everybody on the same page going forward with changes in council and members on Shelby County Board or Engineer's Office. Everybody knows, and what's laid out is what's been done in the past, more or less. Marcus has looked at it and put his opinion on it, and that is what is being presented today. You know, we can go through however much of this you want to go through. I know I sent it to you ahead of time. Basically, what it is Shelby County secondary roads will do the general blading and maintaining of the road, as well as snow removal. The city of Westphalia will provide and place any rock surfacing that needs to be done. That's, we feel is generally fair. The blading part is easier for us, and they can handle the rocking. So if we can come up with something amicable, that's what we're going to do. And like I said, that's generally what's been done in the past. This just puts it all into writing. So
That was oil at one time, wasn't it?
it was.
It's not anymore.
It isn't. It's rocks. So snow removal is written in here. That will follow our snow removal policy that was set forth by the board, and then blading will be done just the same as any other rock road in the county, you know, on that schedule. So nothing special that way. We'll just hit it when we come around. Actually, we have to dead end there somehow, so that extra short stretch, it's not a real big item. But again, it just puts it down in writing. So do you have any questions or?
Yeah, I've had a chance to read through it. I thought it was pretty straightforward and probably a good idea to put it in writing instead of having to revisit it all the time. So have a motion to approve this policy.
Motion.
I will second.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. The second item for action is a right-of-way permit for Nishnabotna Valley REC. They would like to bury some overhead lines or replace some overhead lines with underground lines on 2000th Street, and this is between Fur and Ginkgo. They'll start up by a residence right where the road turns to dirt, and this will be down a dirt road towards a bridge. In the future, that bridge is actually scheduled to be replaced with a low water. They won't bury or bore under the bridge at this point, but in future, that's their plan. So that'll help us out as well as them at the same time. So pretty straightforward. I have all their information as usual, and I don't have any problem with it. I'll coordinate with them just to make sure wherever it's laid is out of our way, and they've been pretty good to work with that way too. So if there's no questions on that, I would seek approval for that as well.
Do we have have a motion to approve the right-of-way permit for the REC.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, a few general updates. We have roughly 3.5 miles left on the F-16 regrade project. That will give us a total of 12 miles that we'll have done on F-16. It seems to have held up well through the numerous rains we've had now, which is good. I don't want to turn away the rain. It has slowed us down though some. So we are up there today. I was just told the corner of F-16 where it turns, we are going to have a closure there. I believe there's a culvert and something else we're repairing before we go through there. So anybody up there, I just ask you pay attention and watch for a closure. And I do want to thank the public. We are trying to get out and get everything bladed after the rains, but with this project we do have to pull operators from different territories to help. It takes a lot of staff to do what we do, and so again, we're trying to get around to everybody and get those washboards and interests taken care of as we can. And while we're out blading, we are spot rocking in where we need to. I know some of the maintainer operators have been running a truck and hauling their own rock. They know exactly where they want it, so that's been a benefit, and we're trying to do that at the same time. We did haul in roughly 28,000 tons of rock in the last month to the stockpiles, so we've laid in a pretty good pile again for the fall, and hopefully through the spring we'll see how things go. At least have it if the spring is rough. We know we have something to fall back on. As far as our excavators, currently we are on Elmwood north of Highway 44. We are rehabilitating a culvert there and doing a little ditch cleanup. That should be a real long project, and then we will move, I think we're going to go over to 1100th and do a little minor ditching after that. The other excavator is on F-16. That's up on the corner of F-16 that's closed. He is assisting with the grading project right now. And then I believe he will go back to Wildwood and continue ditching over on the east side of the county. The bridge crew is moving equipment to the bridge project we are going to start on Yellowwood. The cranes are getting moved today. Due to the rain, the Mulberry Bridge has taken a little longer. It's still closed. The structure is done. The abutments are backfilled. Everything was really soft, so we've left it closed. The signs went up yesterday, so as far as opening, hopefully here soon, either the end of the week or the first of next week, we are going to pull that road in as well, get it done, so the full mile will be done. M16 paving, we are having our pre-construction meeting tomorrow at the office, so that's kind of an exciting deal. Hopefully we'll get started on that project soon. Western Engineering has the low bid on that, so we'll see tomorrow what their plans are, what their expected start date is. So
Possibly beet harvest.
I hope so, but maybe not. We'll see. So again, we'll put out, as soon as I know anything, we'll put out information about the through traffic closure, and just try and give everybody in the public as much warning as they can that it's coming. I think everybody's that I've talked to is fairly excited about it. It'll improve that road drastically, so it'll be a pain for a little while, but the end result should be much better. Last thing I've got, and we spoke about this at budget time, but I did have a maintainer rebuilt. It just arrived back, and so that gives us a good warranty again. They go through all the major components. A lot of things are changed, replaced. Basically, it's a brand new machine again. When we sent it down there, it had over 10,000 hours on it, so should give us good life. That ran $295,000, but a new machine is right around $465,000. So there's a fairly good savings, and like I say, it's more or less a brand new machine again. So that's back and should serve us well for a long time. I am going to order a low deck trailer that we spoke about. This will let us haul our equipment. Our other lowboy's getting older at this point. But other than hauling equipment, we plan on doing more of those large railroad tank culverts. This will make hauling those safer and just easier to get into the job site. So anything we can do.
Keep the old low way, keep that.
Plan is to keep it for now and see where we go. You know, it's something that we're always short, you know, between the bridge crew and the road crews and the two excavator crews. There's always things to go different spots, and sometimes coordination puts us back a little bit. So at least for right now, we'll hang on to it, see how everything goes. You know, if it turns the other way, it may disappear, but right now the plan is to keep it.
So you have an opening on the bridge crew now, or?
We just filled the operator 3 on the bridge crew.
You did?
Jace Googles applied,
Okay.
and he took that. So I need to post probably for a truck 1A.
Publicly?
That will go in-house first,
In-house.
or be discussed. Sometimes we post them concurrently. So talk to the union and see what their thoughts are, but we are still shuffling.
Okay.
So,
Dominoes fall.
that's right. As long as I get set back up for her.
Yeah.
All right.
That's all I've got for today.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you,
Appreciate it.
Chris.
Thank you.
Geraldine, Recorder's Quarterly Report.
Good morning.
Morning.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So this is my quarterly report for the last quarter. But the top part of this report are the county fees, and that's what we took in are the county fees. The bottom part where it says state fees, that's what we paid to the state. So you may notice that like with the DNR, that sort of thing, it's just a service to the county. We take in very little on that part. We pay out a lot to the state for that kind of stuff. But it's still a service to the public, and I think that's something that, you know, we need to do. So we did about $1,000 better this quarter than we did the same quarter last year, as far as the county taking in the money on that. So,
Is that the SPLY, is that column last year?
Yes.
Same quarter?
right, same period last year.
Oh, that's
Yep.
what the SPLY is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Supply, all right.
So any questions on that at all?
No.
Okay, and that's an action item, so
Do we have a motion to approve the Recorder's Quarterly Report of fees collected?
Motion approved.
A second?
All in favor?
Aye.
okay, and then just a few other notes. We just received the new decals for the recreational vehicles, for ATVs, ORVs, that sort of thing. They are not, I mean, they're good until December, but we will start sending out postcards, and they can start being renewed in September. So we will start sending out postcards, plus it should be on the Shelby County website, a reminder to renew those. So if people look at the Shelby County website, that the reminder should be on there too, also to renew those.
The county-owned one's exempt, because the county owns several side-by-sides.
Do you not renew those? I've never heard that they're exempt.
Okay, I'll have to make sure they get those.
Other vehicles, sometimes. Plates and
Yeah,
things.
true, yeah.
I don't know, I guess I'll have to check on that.
Yeah, check on it, but we've got some that should probably be licensed,
Yeah.
so.
I mean, I would at least, if they're not in the county's name, I would at least do that.
Okay.
But then I don't know that you have to renew them. I'll check and see.
I would think like Harlan has their own policy that they have to be tagged, and so
Mhm.
I mean,
probably yes.
yeah. But I'll check. I guess I've
Yeah.
never had that question. As far as the recording of documents, we had that bill that was, and it's still alive, not the recorder's bill, but the other bill that went through, and that will start up again in January. It does have the fee increase in it, has some other issues in it that we're not really great supportive on it, but I mean, if we get the fee increase, then that would be great. So right now, it's in the Senate portion, so if you can, talk to the senators, talk to any, like the mortgagers, the realtors, all of the people that have interest in it, and kind of say that would be a good thing. That would help us out tremendously. Did any of you receive the Iowa Land Records annual report? They said they were going to send it to the supervisors.
Yeah, we got something I read.
You got
Part of it
something?
and kind of
Then you want to sleep. Okay, if you want to kind of skim through that talks about Iowa Land Records and kind of how it came to be, and then it talks about this bill also, and so you'll get a better understanding of what we're doing. So yeah, it's not real great reading.
Yeah.
Don't read it when you're trying to.
I started off with all the history and I kind of, I didn't know this because, I don't know if I got to the pertinent part.
Okay. Hunting deer license go on sale August 15th. They have a new bill passed for landowner tenant turkey license. So if you're a landowner tenant, you can now purchase a landowner tenant turkey license, and you do not have to specify a specific season you're going to use that. You used to have to specify that, but now you can use it in any season using the method of take. They also go on sale August 15th. The youth deer license changed. There used to be just a very small time period where you could buy a youth deer license, but now you can buy a youth deer license throughout the whole season, and then they just have to use it in the method of take, just like the regular ones. On the vitals, we do now have from 1984 forward on the state side as far as birth is concerned. So if you were born in any county in Iowa, from 1984 forward, we can do those birth certificates. If it's before 1984, then you'd have to go to your county that you were born in. But it helps tremendously for people that come in to get their driver's license and they were born in Pot County. If they were born 1984 or after, we can do that for them. And I guess the last thing is we've had a lot of requests, people trying to do dual citizenship, and that means they need all of these records from great-great-great-grandparents, and it takes us a long time to get those together, and a lot of the reason is because we're looking at books where they were handwritten. It's hard to make out the names sometimes, and so then we have to do a vitals check with the state of Iowa. They don't get on it right away to come back right and say, oh yeah, this is what that name is. So we're just asking if you're doing a dual citizenship, please just give us a heads up, give us a call, send us an email, tell us all the things that you need so then we can prepare it, and it's not something we can do right when you come in the office. So, any questions?
No.
All right.
Appreciate it, thank you.
Thank
Carolyn.
you.
Carolyn, treasurer's report.
Good morning.
Morning.
How's everybody?
Good, how are you?
Good, fine, thanks. A few things to discuss today. We have a couple of properties that have been taken over by cities again. If you could take them and pass it around, please. And technically, these probably don't need to go before the board for the abatement because it is a court order, but I always want the supervisors to be aware anytime that we are taking taxes off the rolls and abating any type of taxes. This first one that I'm giving to you for your review, I've kind of highlighted the main parts where it shows the decree part that says that the taxes are abated here on that second page. Actually would be the third page there. that it's awarded to the city of Harlan free and clear of any claim, lien, encumbrances held by any defendant, and then the change of title, moving that over to the city of Harlan. And then, most recently, the tax charge information that's attached to that as well shows the amount of the taxes that are being abated, which includes, because the taxes are already now out there, so they would have to be included in with that, the September taxes being abated as well, since those are already out there. So in situations like this, because it's a court order, we really don't have a choice, but I just want you to be aware and give me board approval for me to do that process.
Okay. So do we have a motion, Carolyn, to move forward with this?
I'll make the motion.
Second?
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, and then similar situation, City of Portsmouth. Again, the highlighted portion of the decree where it shows that the court hereby awards title of the property of the City of Portsmouth free and clear from any liens, assessments, encumbrances, including any and all property taxes due or owing on this property. And then there again, I've attached the, probably all the parcel numbers. That's the court fund here. And here is the Harlan one, just so that you can put the parcel number in there.
Any comments, gentlemen?
Nope.
We have a motion for 308 4th Street in Portsmouth.
Motion.
Abated.
Second.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
And then move on to Treasurer's semi-annual report. Just recently finished the fiscal year end reports. This is part of it, whereas I certify that this is a true and accurate accounting of all the money that is in our funds for the time period. The top sheet is for this time period, January 1st through June 30th. And I balance to the ending treasurer's balance on that. The second sheet is just for your review, simply the same time period last year, January of '24 through June of '24. Just for your information, as you'll see, the amount has increased over the course of that time. Some of it lies within, like, for example, as you'll see, the 00201 secondary roads last year, is a lot less than what it is this year. Maybe they had we're saving up for something. So it's not for me to dictate those amounts on any one given fund. I just make sure that it balances with the ending balance of what we have that month and then for this time period. Any questions on that?
Do you need to approve this?
Yes, that's an
Okay.
action
Any
item.
discussion, gentlemen?
No.
Don't even have to ask what supply is this time.
We have a motion to approve the treasurer's semi-annual report.
Motion approved.
And I'll second.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And then just as a department head report, just a few things here. We had our annual tax sale in June. That went well. We had 4 small parcels that were unsold, totaling $128. So when I say small, it was small parcels. We have, it's not required, but I do send out a notification to those 4 homeowners, or it might be just like a little strip of land or something next to their main property that doesn't get paid by their escrow. And so usually, it's just an oversight, even though they've had other multiple times where we send them out delinquent notices, it just gets to be an oversight. So I'm sure those will be taken care of. There is one that went to county held tax sale certificate, which, of course, we don't usually like to have those things happen, but I'm confident that that will be brought to the board here soon because it's been junked. It's just a matter of them surrendering the title, and we've talked to the mobile home owner and they are very much aware of it, and we'll hopefully get to that sooner rather than later, so, but that's it. In comparison to last year we had 4 mobile homes that were unsold, so totaling $429, so same number of parcel types, but different situations, but otherwise it went well. We do the tax sale online, so investors register that way, and then the same in-house processes are done other than the actual live auction, so that works really well for most all counties have went to that now. So, a few things, we got some information from the DOT recently, as you may remember. Title fees went up, they were $25, now they're $35, lien fees were $10, now they're $20, and then sales tax was 5%, now it's 5% plus $10. So they gave us a little bit of information from the DOT as far as our retention. Shelby County last year for that time period, same time period, January 1st through June 30th, our fees for the vehicle county retention money has went up 44%. So you'll see that influx when I'm doing my end of year reports too, as far as like exact dollar amounts. But percentage wise, it's up 44%. They also threw in driver's license retention, that's up 9%. For example, last year during that time period, we were issuing about 10,000 driver's licenses, now it's 11,000. That 9% retention fee being up just because of more issuance does not include that $10 out-of-county fee that we get to keep, which I've brought to your attention before and what the dollars are on that. Vehicle titles issued were up by 18%. Last year, during that same time period, we issued about 2,000, now we're about 2,400. So always increasing there with that. And like I said, I'll have dollar figures for you. I usually do that on an annual basis at the end of the year after all the reports. Something new that the DOT has now, actually it's not just the DOT, but it's the federal regulations for issuing CDLs in our office, taking more time. What they are doing now is when issuing, renewing, or upgrading a commercial learner's permit or CDL, CLP, second issuance staff member or supervisor must review and verify the elements of the transaction in our DOT program. So they want 2 sets of eyes on that. That's one thing that's been difficult for us, being a small office, having 2 people in there to be able to do that, and having that second person available to do that. So that's kind of slowing down our process, obviously, taking more time. We're still keeping our appointments and, but just allowing extra time for those, perhaps.
Is that like a review, or do they have to be there while it's being done?
It's a review at the end,
Okay.
and then you have to sign off on it. The second part of that, of course, the DOT, puts out a 4-page memo on this. So their logic behind it is driving a commercial motor vehicle requires a higher level of knowledge, experience, skills, and physical abilities than is required to drive a non-commercial vehicle. And CDL holders are held to a higher standard when operating in a type of vehicle on public roads. So that's their logic behind federal motor carriers on doing that. The role of the second person is to review the customer's documents in the preview screen and confirm the customer's identity, the information, the testing requirements were met, endorsements or restrictions are entered correctly. And if we only have 1 staff member present, for example, during lunch times or, times when we're even lower on our staff because of vacations or sickness or whatever the case may be, then we have to call into the DOT and they have to get somebody logged in and review that. Or we have to, email stuff into them. So again, longer process for our customers and for us too, taking up more time. So the only other thing that I have is Taryn from the auditor's office turned over the property tax statements to me just a couple days ago on July 31st. So everybody's long-awaited tax statements will be getting sent out here just as soon as we can. So we're working on doing our processes here in the treasurer's office now. So hopefully within the next couple of weeks, those will get sent out. Usually we strive for, middle part of August or so. Lots of people are wanting to know what their tax dollars are, so lots of phone calls. We're anxious to get them out as well. Any questions about any of that? updates or?
Sounds good.
Okay, thank
you.
you very much.
Appreciate it. Thank you,
Yeah,
Karen.
have a good day.
Todd Valeen, chamber report.
Morning, guys. So we got a few items to note, including, just a reminder, I don't want to air by then, but tonight is National Night Out, so we're looking forward to it. We've been able to add, hopefully a few more of the county departments are gonna send some of their representatives. We've added some information on the tornado shelter, the one that we demoed at the tornado review. And then we're gonna have some free food, some bounce houses, so it should be a good family night out. Want to specifically thank Fairway Tropic Snow and Sunset Scoops, because they're the ones who were sponsoring this and helping us out on the food side. So looking forward to that. That's from 6 to 8 at the Vets parking lot. Reminder to residents that going into the new school year, it's important for them to get their kids' eye exams done. And so we have, Dr. J's, we have Eyesight of Harlan, and we have Professional Vision Care. So we have 3 really good places to go and get that done. Shelby County Community Outreach is doing an August share sale. If you bring in 6 food items for the West Central Community Action Food Pantry, you'll get a 60% discount on a piece of furniture. So if you need a new end table, need a new dining table, whatever it is, it's a good time to take it in there, and for 6 cans of goods, you can get 60% off. The Harlan Community Library annual book sale is taking place now and runs through the 29th. They'll be open during library hours for the sale, and just a reminder that they also have DVDs and CDs for those who still like to use those. Harlan Community Theater will have their drama camp present The Wizard of Oz, the youth edition, this weekend, August 8th at 6, and Saturday, August 9th at 6. It's going to be at the Harlan Community High School Auditorium. So these kids have been in an acting camp for a couple of weeks, and now they're going to put on the production. Tickets are available online, or you can get them at the door. Just a reminder, the final pool days, Harlan Pool, Sunday, August 10th, will be open 1 to 5, and then they'll be closed for the season. Elkhorn City Pool staying open a little longer, they'll be open through August 25th. We have the Carson's 1880 Farmstead Annual Meeting and Ice Cream Social coming up on the 17th. That's going to start at 6 o'clock out at the Carson's Farms. Anybody can go out, listen in on the meeting, listen to the plans that they have. And the Ice Cream Social will run from 4 to 6. And then finally, a couple of items for ambassador visits. We have one this Friday at 10 a.m. with Clayton Reedy of Bill Saving Advocate. Now, we're going to do it out in our conference room because he's not a brick and mortar guy, but he has 2 new programs for small businesses that I really hope they'll come out and listen to, because one of them is very similar to the company that the county uses to collect, back funds, and then they keep a small portion of it. Kind of that same type of service for small businesses, so they're not constantly, trying to collect. They've got somebody helping them out with that. And then they also have a healthcare program, kind of a group program for small businesses. That's pretty good. So, and then on Saturday, September 13th, I don't know if you saw the story on the Elkhorn Legion post 322. They redid this display, recognizing all the people from their post. It's really cool, so we're going to go over and do a ribbon cutting for that. And again, that's 1 o'clock on September 13th. Then we do have a blood mobile Friday, August 22nd in Elkhorn from 11:30 to 5. And they can call Cindy at 249-4582 for that one. And then we have the August 25th one from 8 to 2 at Mertu Medical Center Oval Room. Ruth has taken those calls at 755-4316 to schedule appointments. And a reminder that the blood analysis screening is also going on for Mertu. So people who are interested in that, you do need an appointment, and you can get the times and dates on the Mertu Facebook page or the Mertu website. All righty.
Thank you, Todd.
Thanks,
You bet.
Todd. Thanks.
Committee reports. Mike?
Nothing of consequence.
Okay.
Me either.
Coming off week.
I misquoted the last meeting. The Conservation Board is offering free camping in August, and the way it works is you buy the first 2 nights, the third night is free. I believe I said buy 1 night, the next night is free, but to clarify, it's by 2 nights, the third night is free. So that's going on the month of August in all county parks. That does not include Prairie Rose. So other than that, that's all I have. Any department heads that want to give a report out there? Nope. Makes it easy. Taryn, Corley Club liquor license.
This is just their annual renewal, and just everything has been approved up to this point, so
Okay.
just need board approval.
Okay. We have a motion to approve the Corley liquor license.
Make a motion to approve.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
And Todd, their bingo starts in August, right? Is it Wednesday nights, the Lions Club?
Yeah, the Lions Club has taken over the bingo that used to happen down in Avoca, and
It's at the
so
Corley
they're
Hall.
gonna do it at Corley Hall.
Wednesday nights.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Now they got their liquor license.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bring an extra dollar.
All right. Nothing further. We will adjourn the meeting. Thank you.